Good morning. Good morning. I hate when I say that. Good morning. Good morning. I take back what I just said. I heard him get up. He's probably getting up to. Hmm. Y'all hang on. I'm listening to make sure there's no. I hear Larry up. Hang on just a second. LaWanda, I still sit on my alpaca mats. Just to let you know. Let me breathe. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get my curling iron plugged in. Today, I am not wearing overalls. And I have this is what I call my fancy clothes. My fancy clothes are my blue jeans and something other than a whatever they're called, tank top. This is my fancy clothes because I got to go to Birmingham and go to the doctor today because I need my prescriptions refilled. So my doctor is in Birmingham, which is about an hour from here. So I have on my fancy clothes and I have on my fancy necklace. The person that gave me this necklace was like, Judy, you can wear it all the time. I'm like, can't y'all see Luna ripping this off my neck? No, I will just wear this to fancy places. And about the fanciest place I go is to the doctor. Shane doesn't take me on dates, but by God, he's fixing to start. I'm fixing to say, listen, I have a cute necklace, a fancy necklace, and I need you to take me on dates from now on so that I can wear fancy clothes and wear my necklace. But this necklace was given to me by a follower, and it's very special to me. All right, let me breathe. Let me turn my curling iron on because I need to curl my hair today. Y'all know today's Wednesday, which means it's the group home day, and they're coming today. Kayla's coming today. I'm taking my glasses off. I'm coming blind. Kayla's coming today to help clean out some nasty chicken coops that are driving me crazy. And she's going to get to see the group home. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Every single time they walk in the door, where's Kayla? I'm like, who am I? Chopped liver? Where's Kayla? So Kayla's been busy too. She's got a lot going on at her house as well. So she's trying to balance her life as well. So do I seem chaotic? I am chaotic. I'm not, let me check in. I'm not really on the struggle bus, but I'm not on the double Dutch bus. I'm too tired to be on the double Dutch bus. So, like, sometimes, in dance, I danced my whole life. There's so many different types of dance shoes there's jazz dance shoes, there's tap shoes, there's clogging shoes, there's ballet, there's point, point, ballet point. There's two different types of ballet shoes. I was a high stepper, so there's high boots that you dance in. I was aerobic instructor dancing, so I wore tennis shoes. There's all different types of shoes to wear when you dance. Does it mean that right now I have on just the flat ballet shoes? I am not clogging today, okay? I'm in ballet shoes. So I'm not like on the struggle bus. But when I think of the double Dutch bus, I'm thinking of party down, stand on the seat, rock and roll is what I think when I think of double Dutch bus. But when you put on dancing shoes, it's okay to sometimes need to wear your house slippers or your flat ballet shoes, because you're not going to be the same every day. Or at least Judy Sneed is not the same every day. There's days I feel like getting down, getting funky, get loose, and then there's days I don't. But I'm not strictly on the struggle bus. So if you're like me today and are wearing flat ballet shoes, it's okay. If this is a day that you need to stay in your pajamas on the couch, it's okay. Because, I told you guys probably 2 years ago, it was before I was 50 years old, because I had set a goal for myself to read the Bible all the way through before I was 50. So I guess I was like 49. And there were days I woke up and I was like, I just could not read today. And I would sit there and beat myself up and go, God hates me. God hates me because I cannot read his word today. Like, I can't do it. And then as I was sitting there beating myself up over not being able to read scripture for the day, it was almost as if I had mercy on myself. And I said, oh, yeah, God made this brain. He knows how my brain works. So he knows when I have that day that goes, God, I just need to listen to music today. I cannot read your word. It is all I can do to just listen to music. So on those days that I found myself not being able to concentrate, just sitting here saying, I can't do it, I was like, you can sit it out and say, I can't do it. Or you can dance and go, okay, dancing is going, okay, I can't read this scripture today. I can't freaking even concentrate. My brain is just like, it's scattered. But what can I do today? I can listen to a song that has scripture in it to get myself to mindfulness, to know that God's in control and that he made my brain and he understands how my brain works. That is dancing. So today, if you're in that day that you're like, I ain't doing crap today. I ain't getting out of the house. I ain't washing dishes. My husband or my wife can go get supper. I'm going to sit my butt on the couch in my house shoes, pajamas. I don't call that sitting out. I do not. And now, if you were doing that every single day, yes, that is sitting out. But some days you have to listen to your body. And if your body is saying rest, to me, that's dancing, because you're listening to your body. Sometimes sitting it out is running wide open all day long, every day, because you're not slowing down to dance. You're wide open. Okay? That is not dancing. Just because you're ramped up full of energy. Could be that you're in a mental crisis and you're not accepting reality and you're not focusing on the things that you need to focus on because you have too much distraction going on because you don't want to just face reality. That is sitting it out. Dancing is recognizing, hey, I'm tired. I'm tired. The past couple of days, I've done this, this, and this. I've had this stress in my life. I need to dance by wearing my pajamas today and taking a break. So don't take me wrong. Don't think that when I say you have choices to sit it out or dance, don't think that I think you need to be a rock star every day. Because that's not how God made our bodies. We're not rock stars every single day. We're hit with different situations that change our mood, change our blood pressure, change our stress level, change our activity. Things happen. So you have to say, you've got to listen to your body. That is part of being balanced, is listening to your body and knowing what your body, not your jacked up mind is telling you, not, okay, this is the third day in a row that I've sat on the couch. My body is telling me to sit for the fourth day. No, it's not. Your jacked up brain is telling you that. Do not think that sitting on the couch. Now, if you're sick, it's another ball. But, you need to make a lifestyle change in order to be the best version of yourself. So sometimes that day is going to look totally different, right? Because different things happen. And our longevity goal is to be the best version of yourself. If you don't have proper rest, you think you're going to be the best version of yourself? No. So listen to what your body is telling you to do. Okay. Now that I've got that little preaching, man, I went to church right off the bat, didn't I? You're like, oh God, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Geez, done already preaching, and we ain't 10 seconds into the live. Okay, I want to talk to you guys about yesterday's some things that I learned yesterday. So I had a field trip yesterday. When people call to book a field trip, I don't ask. I don't say, are you a private school? Are you a home school? Are you a public school? Like, usually they just call and say, we would like to book a field trip. And then I usually say, how many kids? Because I need to know, can I do the field trip by myself, or do I need to hire help? Like, so I have to figure out, what's going on. But usually if it's a special needs class or something like that, they usually say, hey, this is a special needs class. And then, special needs come here for free. So then I say, well, the field trip is free. But they don't really tell me more than there's 25 kindergartners. I don't know details about the field trip. So yesterday, when the lady messaged me, it was a science class. And I've had specialty classes before, like last year I had a Spanish class that came, and they were able to come to my farm simply because I had alpacas. So I educated them about alpacas. in order for them to be eligible to come, the school to approve them to come to Sneed's Farmhouse for a field trip because it was educational. And so yesterday, and one thing I usually do ask too is like, are you coming on buses? Are you coming in vans? Like, because I have to prepare for parking and stuff like that. Like, where am I going to park them? Because this is at my house. So yesterday, I knew they were coming in 2 vans, and they came in 2 vans, and the kids started getting off the bus, and sometimes I have to like assess the situation whether I'm going to dance with them or not. Usually when it's a really small group, like 10, 20 people, I can't always get the kids to interact with me. It's difficult. And I start going, I can't do, like, I have to be in the mood to do it. Like, if it's just, it doesn't, you would think that would come natural for me to get up and dance with the kids, but it doesn't always come natural for me, especially when it's a small group. So yesterday, Kayla had to take her uncle to the doctor. JC, sweet JC, shout out to JC for helping me. She helped me with the field trip yesterday. And so they got off the bus and they came out there, and she was like, "Are you dancing?" And I said, it was a private school and the kids were Muslims. And I was like, no, because I don't know enough about the Muslim religion or whatever. I don't know. And I didn't want, like, sometimes when I have Christian schools, I feel scared to dance because I'm like, are they going to flip out when I play this? It takes two to make a thing go right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because some religions don't allow dance. As a matter of fact, I think it's the Baptist that doesn't really allow dance. I mean, I was Baptist and I danced, but I don't know. There's different beliefs. And so I never know when it's a Christian school, like a public school, I know that they're okay with me dancing. But like a private school, a Christian school, I'm not sure, And so I guess that should be a question that I ask before they get here. But it throws me off guard when I get here, like, because this sounds judgmental, and I don't mean it judgmental. If it comes out wrong, just bear with me. But like, sometimes if all the kids get off in dresses and long hair, I think that's Church of Christ. And I don't feel comfortable getting down, getting funky, getting loose, because I don't want parents mad at me if they're not allowed to dance. So sometimes I get uncomfortable. And yesterday, it wasn't that I was uncomfortable. I was just like, I'm not dancing, because I didn't know what the children believed and so forth. Thank God JC was there. Thank God. Because she came up to me and she said, "Judy, you do know," I forgot what she said. "You do know that the Muslim religion or community, they don't do pigs." And I was like, "No." And I'm up there, y'all got a picture. I'm up there reading my book, but a farm without a pig just didn't seem right. So Judy brought home Freddie that, I'm reading the book. And then when I'm reading the book, I look over at the teacher and I said, "I'm sorry," because I started feeling comfortable because I knew that the Muslim religion didn't believe in pigs, and I have 3 pigs in my farm. And I was like, what do I say? What do I do? It was just uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. And I want to talk about Now, first of all, this is Aunt Judy's opinion. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with me. It doesn't mean that you're fixed. Just listen to me. Okay. And don't listen to me for 5 seconds and get mad at me and then never talk to me again. Hear me throughout. Here, if you can't listen to the whole thing right now, just stop and then come back and listen to it later, because I don't want to be judged. I want you to hear the whole thing. So anyway, what happens, first of all, I started thinking about this. It's September the 11th. And, our country was attacked. Was it 20 something years ago? And I had that on my mind too. Anyway, so let me get my thoughts together. I'm scatterbrained. The election is coming up. There's difference in beliefs. There's difference in opinions. And that is okay. That's what my farm teaches. And when people come to my farm, I welcome everyone. I don't say, hey, if you believe this, you're not allowed to my farm. Or if you're, let's just say, someone that's a trans, oh, you're not allowed to my farm because my religion does not believe that. That is not what Sneed's Farmhouse is about. I'm about opening my arms, because I remember when I was a kid, I wish I had this picture. And Aunt Cheryl, if you're watching me right now in this picture, I'll tell you what was hanging, I think. It was hanging in my grandmother's house, in the guest bedroom that we kids used to live in. But it was a picture, and it was, let me back up. It was God going like this. And he was standing there with his arms out like this. And there was all these children around him that were all different colors and he had his arms out like this. And I remember that picture as a kid. I even knew where it was located in my grandmother's house. It may have been in the hallway. Or exactly. It was in my grandmother's house. And he had his arms out like this. And in my head, when I think about Sneed's Farmhouse, and I think about welcoming anyone, I think about I need to stretch my arms out, just like that picture. I need to stretch my arms out and love everyone. And many a times, I know, listen, I'm fixing to hit some hard subjects here, because different beliefs in religion mean different things. And I realize that. I'm speaking for myself, okay? And again, if you feel differently from me, we still can be friends. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Or it isn't to me. But does it mean when someone that doesn't believe that you should touch pigs comes to my farm that I go, listen, let me sit you children down. Listen, it's just a pig. Shishi and Freddie and boyfriend are incredible. Come on, let's go out here to the farm and let's go love on Shishi. Come on, get down here with me. I want to take your picture. Come on, because I do that. Come on. Would I force a Muslim that's not allowed to that the parents teach their kids, pigs are nasty, you do not touch them, ever? If I was going out there into the farm and saying, okay, listen, these Muslims do not believe in God. So therefore, I'm fixing to set the salvation in these people, and I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to set them free and tell them about Jesus Christ. And when I was standing in front of the crowd, normally I say, I was a city girl my whole life. I always wanted to dance in the middle of New York City, but God had other plans for me. That's what I normally say. And God changed my life the second I tried something new and got out of my comfort zone. God changed my life. That's the normal thing that I say. But when I was sitting here with these kids that were Muslim out in the audience for me, and JC saying, they don't believe in God, because I didn't know. And the teacher came up to me, and said, no, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't know, but they're not allowed to lay on a pig, like stuff like that. I respect that. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with me. There is. It's okay. I do not believe in throwing my religion on someone else. Now, if I'm talking about my opinion, but these are children that we're talking about. These are children, okay? I feel like in my heart, I'm going to make an impact on them when I'm not trying to change every person that came into my farm to try to make them believe what I believe. I personally feel like, I know a lot of Christians are like, in the Bible, it says we're supposed to tell the truth and things like that. I just personally, for my own beliefs, I do not believe, this is such a touchy subject. I do not believe that I am powerful enough to change anybody. I do not believe that. I do not believe God goes, hey, Judy, you need to tell those children about me. I do not believe that it's my job, as these kids do not know me, never laid eyes on me in their life, for me to go, let me tell you about my God. Let me tell you about what my God has done for me. You see this farm? This farm was not created by me. It was created. If I start throwing my religion on these children, they didn't even call where we are today their country. I respect them 110%. I respect the parents 110%. That is their beliefs. And I believe that for me and my farm, I believe that when someone comes to my farm, I want them to be themselves. I feel like God, if God convicts them, he convicts them, maybe through my farm. But I don't believe that anything that Judy Sneed can say can change their life. I do believe that my actions can. I feel like my words are void. I feel like nothing that I can say to them, just as if I'm talking to the people here, I do not believe anything I can, like if you're the person, let's just say, that fights depression, do I believe that I can change you? Do I believe that I can help you? I can be the messenger, but do I believe I can help you? I don't. I believe that maybe God uses me to convict that maybe you need to change your ways. Just a lot of times when I'm talking, he convicts me in the middle of me talking. And I'm like, ugh, I'm talking to myself. I'm a train wreck. I do believe God can use me to convict, but I feel like it's more through, I could sit here all day long and I could tell you, let me just throw something out there. If you don't believe in God, you're going to hell. I could say that, and I could pull out the Bible, and I could quote y'all scripture every single morning, and that does not mean Judy saved my life. Judy, when y'all message me, sometimes people go, you are changing the world. No, I'm a train wreck. I tell y'all that all the time. I'm a train wreck. It is not necessarily Judy that's getting up and changing lives on Facebook and YouTube by telling my story. I am not, listen to me. This is the girl that sat in the red chair every day with the curtain shut and cried for probably about 6 years. Okay? No. I am not powerful enough nor mentally stable enough to change your life. And if you think it's me that's changing you, you're missing your blessing. You're missing your blessing. Because I am not powerful enough to change anyone. I feel like personally that I should meet people where they are. And I feel like actions speak higher than words. Like, for example, I have this person in my life, and I'm not gonna mention names or anything. But I have this person in my life that lives in the closet with a big fat sin. Okay? It's a big fat sin. It's not a little sin, it's a big sin. Okay? It's a big sin. And oftentimes, this person, if I talk to them, they start preaching to me. And in my head, I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? You need to check yourself. You need to check yourself, because the person doesn't know that I know about this big old fat sin. And then they start saying to me, something like, I'm not sure if our friend Sarah went to heaven. And I'm over here going, okay, okay, Jim. And it was like, oftentimes words mean nothing. It's actions that mean something. That's how I look at things. Because you can tell me all day long, you can preach to me and tell me all day long, I don't know, let's just say, Judy, homosexuality is a sin. Judy, I don't know, Judy, homosexuality is a sin. And I can't believe you're letting that people like that come to your farm around children or whatever, and I'm like, and then they're over there in their own sin. But though they're judging me for allowing someone that's a non-believer, let's just say, come to my farm, and I'm not speaking of God in front of them. But you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? I don't know. I just feel like actions speak louder than words. I feel like I'm going to make a difference in someone's life by the way I live my life. It is not by me getting on this live every single Monday and Wednesday and telling my story is going to change necessarily lives. Because if you see me, and for example, I'll give you an example. So the other day, I went into the Dollar General, okay? And I was in a hurry, okay? And every time I go in this Dollar General, there is no cashier at the register. And it drives me crazy, okay? It drives me crazy. So this particular day, I was in a hurry. And I go to the Dollar General in my side-by-side. I'm in a hurry. I go to the register. There's no cashier again. So this is what I do. You know the little beeping thing? So I go across the beeping thing so the person can hear it. She doesn't hear it. I go back to the register. I go back to the little beeping sound so she can hear someone's at the register, and she doesn't come. So I go back and I sit there and I sit there and I sit there and I So then I start going, hello. You know how you do? You're at the register. Hello. No one's coming. So by this point, I've gone through the beeper 2 or 3 times. I'm yelling hello. No one's coming to the register. I'm beyond pissed. Okay. So then I have to go looking for her. And I'm going up and down the aisles. Hello. Hello. No one comes up to the register. And finally, this lady comes up to the register, and I said, every time I come to this store, there's no one out at the register. And she goes, hey, Aunt Judy. And I was like, she knows who I am. And I beat a butthole, and she straight up knows who I am. Oh my God. And I thought in my head, people have eyes on you all the time. You don't have to be Aunt Judy on social media. People are your kids are watching you, your kids' friends are watching you, your people in church are watching you, your people in public are watching you. Eyes are on you. And when you're going up and down the aisles pissed off, screaming, hello, is anyone in the Dollar General? You know, like mad. And then you go up to the register and you're like, join me live on Mondays and Wednesdays. I talk about mental health and how not to get on the struggle bus and how to get on the double Dutch bus. Join me live where I've got all my crap straight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, so like, I'm not perfect, right? But do you know how embarrassed I was when she went, well, hey, Aunt Judy. And I'm like, sugar. Here I am acting a complete fool in the middle of the Dollar General. And this lady knows I'm Aunt Judy. And I said, I'm sorry. I was in a hurry. She said, well, normally you go through this side of the line and I would have been able to see you. Well, I went the wrong way. I said, well, I was thinking in my head, I went through the beep line 100 times. And okay, not 100. I went through the beep line and no one heard me, but she looked at me and she said, Judy, they make us multitask here at the Dollar General. We can't just stay behind the cashier register. We have to go out on the floor and straighten when there's no customers. So it's hard for me. I'm trying to balance my life and keep up with the register, but I'm out here, fixing cards in the card aisle, and I don't know people are at the register because I don't hear the beep go off. Well, don't I feel like a big old fat dummy? You know what I'm saying? Because she's sitting here trying to do her job, and I'm over here going, is anybody at the Dollar General? Up and down the aisles. So imagine if a kid that knew her Aunt Judy was in the Dollar General, and I'm acting a complete idiot going up and down the aisle, screaming and hollering as anybody in the Dollar General, wouldn't she go, Aunt Judy's mad? They would. So, and it's not like it's just me. They do it to you too. People are watching you 24/7. And they're going to follow. No, I'm saying the wrong thing. When people see you on the double Dutch bus all the time, double Dutch bus come. When they see you upbeat and they see you smile and they see you be sweet and they see you not screaming at the Dollar General store at the cashier, it becomes contagious. And they want what you have. They're sitting there going, I wish I could be like LaWanda. I wish I could be. She's so sweet. And when you watch her YouTube videos, her voice is always so calm. And I could sit here and watch her spin yarn and wash wool and listen to her talk, and it brings me to mindfulness because she's so calm. I wish I was like her. But then if I see LaWanda, let's just say at Petals from the Past, and she's over there yelling at her husband that he's POS and all this stuff, I'm like, dang, LaWanda's different online than she is in person. Woohoo! She's tearing him a new one. Words mean nothing. I can sit here and scream and holler and yell at you and go, hey, you need to follow the same God that I follow. He changed my life. You're going to quit following me. You are. You live by example. You live by example. And I feel like so oftentimes, it's just like with the election coming up. Oftentimes people want to scream and holler for what they believe. And they want to point the finger in your face and tell you you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm a Democrat and these Republicans are awful. Like you want to do that. And I tell you, that turns me off. I want to unfollow. I want to go, you're driving me crazy. Like wanting everyone to believe what you believe. I feel like that's wrong. I mean, I do believe you should stand up for what you believe, but not in words. Stand up by the way you live your life. People are going to want what you have because you carry yourself well. That's what they're going to look at. That's what they're going to remember you by. They're not going to remember you by getting on here going, no one that believes this is allowed to my farm. And some people are going to say, Judy, you're wrong. Judy, you should have stood up there and talked about your God. You know what? I was talking about my God through my actions. I was. I feel like getting up there and telling those kids, saying, hey, your parents are teaching you there's no God. Well, oh, yes, there is. There is a God. You think pigs are nasty? Oh, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I lay them up every day. No, that is not what I'm going to do. Everyone is safe on my farm. I would never do that. It's funny because people that have been following me for a long time, they know I'm sort of a freakazoid about cigarettes because it's a trigger because my dad died smoking. Larry's dying from smoking. And it's just hard for me. It's just hard. Am I some phobe that's going to flip the flip out if you smoke a cigarette in front of me? No, I don't care. I do not care. Like my dad smoked all my life. Like it's not. Sometimes people that meet me for the first time, it takes me 6 years to put this base on, Kayla, just to tell you. Anyway, um, people are scared to say a bad word in front of me. It makes me laugh. It it makes me. I'm like, would y'all come live in my house for 0.2 seconds and listen to Shane Sneed? Because Shane Sneed is a cuss king. Okay, he is. He is a cuss king. I married someone that has a filthy mouth. And though someone that I meet that's never met me before, they think, oh, I can't say a bad word in front of Judy. I'm like, are you serious now? Are you serious? I do not flip my lip if you say a word. I don't like to cuss, but that don't mean I criticize you for cussing. I don't like cigarettes, but that don't mean that you're not allowed to smoke a cigarette around me. That's not like that. I'm not like that. Now, I used to be different with my children, and I'm still needing help with that because my both, I guess you can say, I can't even believe I'm saying this out loud, but both my kids vape, both of them. And I'm like, are you flipping kidding me right now? You're really going to do that to me? You're going to let me sit here and watch you die? Seriously? Like, I used to be like that. And I still, to this day, now my youngest son will not vape around me. My oldest son vapes. It took him a minute to vape around me, but he does. But I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But it's really none of my business. I mean, they're almost 30 years old, right? If they vape, they vape. Like, if something happens, it's not like they're vaping because I taught them to vape. You know what I mean? Like, but sometimes when we have adult children, they do things we're like, why are you doing that? I did not teach you to do that. You know that I absolutely hate cigarettes. What the heck are you doing that for? You know? But then I realized that Al-Anon helped me realize that I have parented and now it's time for me to let them go. And they make their own decisions. Does that mean that I have to agree with every decision they make? But I ain't got to get on their business and tell them they're fixing to die and go to hell for smoking a vape or whatever it's called, puffing on a vape. No one wants to. Does somebody want to be around me when I'm like, I can't believe you vape. You make me sick. You make me sick. I did not raise you to vape. What the crap? Why do you waste that money on vaping? Why don't you put it to something good like the savings account so you can get to where you're going in life? Like, what if I said, yeah, I used to do that. I would rip my kids a new one. I sure would. And I said I would parent to the day I'm dead. And they will not vape. They will not drink around me, period. That's how I used to be. I'm changing. I'm not all the way there yet. I'm not perfect. But I realized that my words mean nothing. I can preach till the cows come home. And do you think they gonna stop vaping? No. Because my words mean nothing. My actions mean everything. The way I carry myself. You can't tell me for a second that your children are not watching you to this day. You want to change your kids? You want to change your husband? You want to change your best friend? You want to change your wife? Change you. Don't be trying to change everybody else. Change you. Change the way you react to the way people do things you don't like. It is none of our business. What's our business is what we're doing in the closet that nobody knows about. That's what we should be focusing on. The fact that in the closet, we're doing all the sinful stuff, but though we want to point our finger and say other people are not in heaven, or other people are those Muslims, oh my gosh, they don't believe in God. They're straight up going to hell. No, we need to work on us. Reaching stick is coming out and it's red. We need to quit worrying about changing other people to what we think. We need to look within and change ourselves, because we can't make other people go to heaven. We can't change other people's thoughts, even your children. The only thing we can do is change our thoughts, our mind, and how we react. And if the way you react to your children vaping is stress and anxiety and pissed off and don't come around me, you will not vape, you're going to live a miserable life, because your children are never going to come around you, because you're a straight up preacher 24/7. At some point, you have to realize that you can't change other people. Your words that when you try to make other people believe what you believe, you're headed for a dead end. If I sat here and tried to get every one of you to believe like me, listen, y'all, all you mothers and fathers out there, you need to preach to your children not to vape, not to smoke. You need to do it. They're going to go to hell. You know, if I preached that and told you guys that, would I get anywhere? I would get some unfollowers is what I would get. This lady is jacked up, okay? She's jacked up. All we can do is work on us. Work on us being the best version of ourselves. And that best version, my best version of Aunt Judy, is different from Brenda or Mary or Diane. All of our best versions of ourselves are totally different. And I feel like, what time is it? Okay. I feel like in order to be the best version of yourself, does it mean that you have to be perfect in public because everyone's got their eyes on you? No. I personally think when the lady said, "Hey, Aunt Judy," I was like, dang. I'm out here chewing everybody out and daggum Dollar General, and this lady knows who I am. Are you serious right now? Like, really? Like, God. But you know, like I just started laughing when I realized when I realized that she recognized me. I was like, oh, I've done jacked up. And I just started laughing. I said, I'm sorry. I was in a hurry. I'll apologize to you publicly. I was in a hurry. And a lot of times I come to the Dollar General. There's no one at the cash register. And this day, it just rubbed me wrong, okay? I'm not perfect. I do have anger. I do get on the struggle bus. I admit it every single Monday and Wednesday morning that I'm on the struggle bus. I'm sorry that I was ugly. Sometimes we just have to apologize. You know, we're not perfect. Come on, people. We're not perfect. I forgot my Celtic salt. Did y'all take your Celtic salt? The ones that take it. Just makes you want to take it. And I'm like, ooh, it's salty. And then you wash it down with cold coffee. Anyway, you're not perfect. When you find yourself totally jacking up, oh, hang on. This week, not only did I get a necklace in the mail, but I got a tube of mascara. And I have to tell you this. I forgot. She sells Unique, which is the name of makeup. But can I tell you that I was doing back handsprings, back tucks in the front yard when I got this mascara? Because my life has been really, really busy and I haven't had a chance to go to Ulta to get mascara, even though Diane has reminded me. I still have not had the chance to go. And when I got this mascara in the mail, I was like, praise God, I have mascara. Anyway, thank you so much for sending me mascara because I have not had the opportunity to go get it. And obviously, this person knows me very, very well to know that I'm not having a chance to go get mascara. So it meant the world to me. Thank you. Thank you. And I do like it. It's made by Unique. I think, no, is it Unique? Oh, no, I forgot the name of it. I have to go get her business card. I think it's Unique. Anyway, thank you for the mascara. It meant the world to me because I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to go to Ulta. Larry is home. Larry's home. And there's still a lot that's not right. I'll just tell you that. This caregiver is going to be on the struggle bus for a little bit. I'm hoping home health calls me today. I was really shocked that they did not transfer him to inpatient rehab. But his insurance wouldn't pay for inpatient rehab because he can walk. Okay, well, forget his balance, and he's going to fall again. Just, send him home like this. They also would not pay for a wheelchair. Wasn't that nice of the insurance company? And this is Blue Cross and Medicare. They would not pay for a wheelchair because he can walk. We did get a rollinator that has a seat, and we got a potty chair. So that's good. I wouldn't call myself a very good caregiver because I'm not. I'm really going to have to do some soul searching to know what it's like to know. Let's see, how do I put this? In order to be the best version of myself as a caregiver, I'm going to have to really work at it because it doesn't come natural to me. I have gag reflex. And it's not very good when you have gag reflex and you're having to clean things up and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure I'm making people feel all fuzzy inside when I'm going in there gagging. I don't know. Maybe I should wear a mask. I don't know. But then I don't know. I'm a better farm girl than I am a caregiver. Hey, I've already done things I thought I never could do. What time is it? Over my time? I got 5 minutes. I'm already doing things that I said I don't think I can do this. It's amazing what you can do when you have to do it. I'll say that. I'll say that. I'll say that. So, and I'm sure it'll get easier every time. It's just, I don't know. It's like I was that kid that, oh, sugar. I was that kid that was at the dinner table. My dad used to make me eat potato salad, and I hated potato salad. I don't know why, but he would go, you are not getting up from this table. Oh my gosh. He would say, Judy, you are not getting up from this table until you try one bite of potato salad. And I'd be that kid that was sitting at the table at 10 o'clock at night because I was not eating it because I would throw up. I was like, Dad, I'm going to throw up. I can't eat this potato. Do I just rip it out of my hair? Oh my gosh. Is this how my day's going to go? Yeah. And he said, it was like late at night. And he's like, if you do not eat that potato salad, get up and go to bed. And I excused myself from the table and I went to bed. I was not eating that potato salad. Y'all, it is in my hair like really good. Look, I'm not going to sit here and keep y'all. We're just going to leave it in the hair right now. Let me just do this part right here and then I'll be done. But I just gag. I gag if there's something that stinks. I gag. I gag if, something like a food smells bad or, oh gosh, I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Look, if I can go in a chicken coop, I can do anything, right? I can do anything. I hope that today's talk, if you disagree with everything that I say, I hope that you don't just go, I can't watch her anymore. She's a total train wreck. Because I am. I am a train wreck. Oh, shoot. Here it is. Let's just do this. I am a train wreck. We all are. And I think that what's beautiful about this world is we all can believe differently and we can all get along, which is what my farm teaches. No fences, just friends. I feel like when we put up fences with people is the moment is now I look like I don't know what I look like. I feel like when we put up fences and say, you smoke, you can't come around me. No, you say a bad word, you can't come around me. You don't believe in God, you can't come to my farm. You whatever. I just feel like you're missing your opportunity to witness. That's the way I feel. I feel like people are not going to listen to words. They're going to watch actions. And if you go into the Dollar General today and there's no cashier and you start walking around, is anybody in the Dollar General? When you start doing that, just know that people are watching you, And then when they come up to the thing, they go, hey, Aunt Judy. You just busted me. I was being ugly. I was being so ugly. I'm so sorry. I just started laughing. I was like, oh, I think I'm getting it out. Oh, shoot. I'm fixing to have to rip my hair out. I just ripped my hair out. Oh, that hurt. If you pull an Aunt Judy in the Dollar General, that's going to be our new saying. Instead of saying you're being ugly, it's going to be a new vocabulary word added to the vocabulary word list. You're pulling an Aunt Judy in Dollar General. Okay, if you're pulling an Aunt Judy in Dollar General, You're not perfect, and that's okay. But see, I could have just kept going and not laughed my head off when she realized who I was. I could have just said, I will never walk in this Dollar General again, But, we're not perfect. So today is Wednesday. It's hump day. If you go in the Dollar General, tell them, has Aunt Judy been in here? If she has, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The Dollar General that I went into is right here in West Point. It's right by my house, and I was ugly. I was. So you have choices. You can sit it out or you can dance. And please understand that the word dance doesn't mean you have to be a total rock star every single day. If today is the day that your body's telling you to rest, go put on your slippers because you can still dance by sitting on the couch. I love you. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.